61. The only response of the true believers when they are called to Allah and His Messenger, so He may judge between them, is to say, we hear and obey. It is they who will truly succeed. 52. For whoever obeys Allah and His Messenger and fears Allah and is mindful of Him, then it is they who will truly triumph. 53. They swear by Allah their most solemn oaths that if you, O Prophet, were to command them, they would certainly march forth in Allah's cause. Say, you do not have to swear, your disobedience is well known. Surely Allah is all aware of what you do. 54. Say, obey Allah and obey the Messenger. But if you turn away, then He is only responsible for His duty, and you are responsible for yours. And if you obey Him, you will be rightly guided. The messenger's duty is only to deliver the message clearly. 55. Allah has promised those of you who believe and do good that He will certainly make them successors in the land, as He did with those before them, and will surely establish for them their faith which He has chosen for them, and will indeed change their fears into security, provided that they worship me, associating nothing with me. But whoever disbelieves after this promise, it is they who will be rebellious. 56. Moreover, establish prayer, pay alms, and obey the messenger, so you may be shown mercy. 57. Do not think, O Prophet, that the disbelievers can escape in the land. The fire will be their home. Indeed, what an evil destination. 58. O believers, let those bondspeople in your possession and those of you who are still under age ask for your permission to come in at 3 times before dawn prayer, when you take off your outer clothes at noon, and after the late evening prayer. These are 3 times for privacy for you, 3 times of privacy for you. Other than these times, there is no blame on you or them to move freely, attending to one another. This is how Allah makes the revelations clear to you, for Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. 59. And when your children reach the age of puberty, let them seek permission to come in, as their seniors do. This is how Allah makes His revelations clear to you, for Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. 60. As for elderly women past the age of marriage, there is no blame on them if they take off their outer garments without revealing their adornments. But it is better for them if they avoid this altogether, and Allah is all-hearing, all-knowing. 61. There is no restriction on the blind or the disabled or the sick, nor on yourselves if you eat from your homes. or the homes of your fathers, or your mothers, or your brothers, or your sisters, or your paternal uncles, or your paternal aunts, or your maternal uncles, or your maternal aunts, or from the homes in your trust, the homes of your friends. There is no blame on you eating together or separately. However, when you enter houses, greet one another with a greeting of peace from Allah, blessed and the good. This is how Allah makes His revelations clear to you, so perhaps you will understand. 62. These true believers are only those who believe in Allah and His Messenger, and when they are with Him on a public matter, they do not leave without His permission. Indeed, those who ask your permission, O Prophet, are the ones who truly believe in Allah and His Messenger. So, when they ask your permission for a private matter, grant permission to whoever you wish and ask Allah's forgiveness for them. Surely Allah is all forgiving, most merciful. 63. Do not treat the messenger's summons to you as lightly as your summons are to one another. Allah certainly knows those of you who sleep away, hiding behind others. So let those who disobey His orders beware, for an affliction may befall them, or a painful torment may overtake them. 64. Surely to Allah belongs whatever is in the heavens and the earth. He knows well that you stand for what you stand for, and on the day all will be returned to Him. He will inform them of what they did, for Allah has perfect knowledge of all things. ये खत्म हो गया चैप्टर ऑन नूर, चैप्टर 24।